I'm obviously here to run Resident Evil 2. I'm joined by...
Hi, I'm Lim, or Limchi. I'm a Resident Evil enjoyer, and I've run Resident Evil 4 Remake once. So I hope that helps.
Excellent, definitely. All right, so we're running Leon A. So time's going to start about 3 seconds after I skip this opening cutscene. So pretty much as soon as I take control of Leon. So wait for this to start. Zombie, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so
Resident Evil 2.
Hell yeah. All right, I didn't do what I did on the first time I ran this game in ASM, which was run straight into the first zombie. All right, so run a little bit immediately into a cutscene. So this game is set about 2 months after the original RE.
Yes.
Basically, oh my god, I'm blanking. Umbrella was doing some bad things in their mansion. Jill and Chris discovered what was going on.
What's going on in this town?
They had a bunch of
I don't have a clue.
like pharmaceutical experiments going on, and things went really wrong and turned everybody into zombies. Now it's spread into the city. And Leon here, it's his first day on the job as a cop. So he's got his work cut out for him. All right, so this little bit is a little bit tricky because we're going to have a bunch of zombies blocking my way, but I'm going to try to kneecap the first zombie. No, that didn't work. Oh god. Okay, I only took 1 bite, that's fine.
So another thing to note is that on the original Biohazard 2, the entire game is in tank controls, as is the original Resident Evil 1 remake. Resident Evil 2, 3 remake, and 4, they are all first person. This is all tank controls, so whenever Leon's going forward, Mango is holding forward, not pressing forward, but like pressing W, and then turning left and right using A and D. So it's all relative, not based on the camera's perspective. Yeah,
so that's like one of the main complaints that like newer players have with this game is getting used to the tank controls. Totally fair criticism because it is really hard to get used to. But I grew up playing this game, so it's just like, it's second nature to me basically. So we've made our way through the streets to the RPD, which is where most of the game is going to take place, or at least half of it.
Half of it, yeah.
Yeah. So he's made his way here. And we're going to go and meet Marvin, the sergeant of the RPD. And there's going to be some talking, so if there's anything that needs to be plugged, any donations, now's a good time.
Oh, man.
Who are you? Oh, you must be the new guy, Leon.
Nope, okay,
Sorry,
never mind. So, Marvin's just explained to Leon basically what I explained at the start. Jill and Chris discovered Umbrella's
About 2 months ago,
shady wrongdoings and explains what happened.
involving zombies.
They were selling illegal copies of Resident Evil 2 Remake out of the back of the van.
They were indeed, and worst of all, their forklift drivers were not certified,
And the other STARS members
breaking
discovered
OHS.
that Umbrella.
But
Worth
please
finding
enjoy the incredible voice acting of this game. It's amazing.
But no one believed them.
Dude, I could
Not
reenact
long
the scene
after
from
that,
memory, but I'm not going
All
to.
this started to happen. Hang in there.
Love it. Definitely a mark-up from RE1's voice acting, though, because I'm pretty sure for RE1, they basically just, like, it was made in Japan.
Yep.
And they basically just pulled off the street anybody who spoke English. Like, hey, do you want a voice act? Yeah, sure. We'll get you in.
Notably, actually, in 2020, the final cast member of the Resident Evil 1 was found, which was Jill, and she had no idea that Resident Evil was this huge franchise, and she just walked into a store one day, saw Resident Evil, and was like, oh yeah, I was in that.
That's amazing. Yeah, she was literally just backpacking across Japan when she saw the ad for it. It's like, yeah, I'll do that. And then just never heard about it for years. All right, so we've got the key to open up the rest of the RPD, so we can start actually exploring the place and finding... it's basically an item hunt for the first section of the game. So you go from one place to another, get an item, run back, backtrack, use the first item that you got to get another item. Yeah, backtracking. Oh, we've got
Oh, I wonder
caught a
what that
glimpse
is.
of a little friend here who's going to show up. He shows up a bit later in the remake, but here, he's right here. Oh my god, we just run right past him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The first couple of times we run past him, he's a joke, but the next few times we run past, he's...
A little bit steep.
Yeah, he can be a little bit tricky. But the thing with lickers is they rely on hearing because they're blind. So you can actually manipulate them into doing what you want by like sort of stutter stepping. So they'll hear you running and then hear you stop and be like, oh, what happened? Why can't I hear him anymore? And you can sort of manipulate them into behaving in certain ways to make them easier to run past. So this is the first puzzle, air quotes. Basically, just got to push these two statues onto these pressure plates on the other side of the room. But we do it in 3 parts because we're going to come through this room 3 different times. So push one statue, come back, push the other, and then the 3rd time we run through, we pick up the gem that it drops. And, oh, this is the thing. Grab Chris's diary, and then the unicorn medal. And we got another cutscene. So now's a good time for any donations, if there are any.
It's good
I
to
do
see
have a
you're
few
still among the
donations.
living.
Fantastic.
Okay, we have $5 from Meatloaf Man. No comment. $35 from Vosgi.
Fosky, thank you, mate.
Yeah, good luck. Liquor, no liquoring.
Licker, no licking.
Okay, and then we also have $10 from Casey Jazz
No
Music.
reason
No
for us to stay
comment.
any longer than
And then finally, we have one donation from the
Any
crowd.
survivors.
$50. Or I should say, 5,000 cents.
One last thing.
Towards
Here's a
Lacey
ring.
for Sonic Oranges.
That way we
Oh
can
yeah,
keep in
thank you,
touch if
everybody.
anything happens.
All right, so Leon has just forgot to explain. Leon met Claire at the start of the game, but we skipped the cutscene, and then they got split up because oil tanker exploded. So now they've just reunited and made the decision. It's probably best if we just don't stay together. Leon's decision making is not the best, but yeah, whatever. Claire can do just fine on her own. So we just got to hope that I didn't push it too far. Yep, okay, good. The number of times I've got it caught on that corner is, yeah, it's not great. And, all right, so we're going to backtrack all the way back to the main hall. It is backtracking the video game. But as we come through this hallway, we've got a nice little surprise because we have jazz hands.
Oh, there they are.
Yep. And, oh, okay. Yeah, if you get caught by them, you don't take any damage, but it is a 5-second time loss, so obviously you want to try to avoid that as much as possible. Old mate's going to jump, and yeah, nah, he's easy. But we're going to come back through that way in a second, and he's going to be a little bit more of a pain to deal with. So back to the main hall, use the unicorn medal and pick up a key, which then we grab, and then backtrack again to the Stars office where we were before.
Another interesting thing to mention that we only see in the older games is that inventory management is actually really important.
Yes.
Because in the original Resident Evil 1... Oh, just a little swipe.
Yep.
Original Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and 0, you only have 8 inventory slots for everything, and that's it.
Yeah.
Ink ribbons, guns, ammo, key items all include 1 inventory slot, so Mango already has routing down perfectly, obviously,
Yeah.
but it is very interesting to see how the route plays out.
Yeah, and each character gets their own like special unique item that doesn't take a slot. So Leon has the lighter, which I'm about to use in a second, and Claire has the lockpick, which allows her to unlock small locks, which get you like little bonus items, like extra ammo and stuff. But Leon has to find a small key for each one of those, so it's a bit more... Leon has to find the keys, whereas Claire just gets those items for free, basically. All right, so we've got the first of the 2 gems that we need to open up a puzzle later. And as we come back through where we push the statues, we get the second gem. And run past these guys again. There we go.
I just wanted to give you a hug.
There is one, like that zombie that you just heard before. He just sounds so sad. He's just like...
He's so low.
All right, now this part. Okay.
Nice.
You gotta split second to sort of work out what that last zombie is doing. Because if he's moving fast, you have to take an inside line across the corner. But if he's moving slow, like he did before, you have to take an outside line. If you take the wrong one, you get bitten. So you want him to go fast because the inside line is just the slightest bit faster, but it is also riskier because Leon's hitbox is the size of a fridge, and you can get caught on corners very easily. So the outside line is safer but slower. All right, so another puzzle. Another thing with the puzzles in this game, they're all static. They are the exact same answer every time. Whereas RE3, which we're going to see after this run, all the puzzles are random. There's about at least 4 or 5 different solutions for each one. So I cannot do it without a cheat sheet. I don't know how people do it by memory. But this one, at least, each of the puzzles are the same. And the other thing is we're running the Japanese version because, with pretty much any game that has scrolling text, the Japanese version is faster because there's fewer characters to render. But also, the zombies are slightly less aggressive and just easier to run past. In the US version, they made the decision to make the game harder because they thought that...
One of the only games that I can think of that would actually do that, which is interesting, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, well, Western audiences, they like hardcore mode, so let's spice things up a bit, put some more zombies in, make them more aggressive, and also just, let's disable auto-aim by default as well, just cause. I think that was going a bit too far, but yeah. It is what it is. You can just turn it back on, which I didn't realize for the first year of playing this game. So that made things very difficult. Alright. Oh. I thought I was going to mess that one up there. Alright, so we got the valve, and now the trusty valve handle, which is a staple item of... I don't know what that was. That was the debug menu. What is that bound to? That should not have happened.
Control?
I must have, hit it with my pinky there.
Yeah, okay.
So that was the first instance of quick inventory I just did there, which was RE2 has a weird frame rate issue in the inventory menu, which means that you can sort of skip the cursor down to different slots with different button combinations. So like for that, I went down to slot 7 by just hitting down, right, down, instead of like down, down, down. It's weird, it's confusing, but once you get used to it, it's like, you gotta think of it as like fighting game prompts. Like quarter circle forward takes you to slot 3, quarter circle back takes you to slot 4, I think. And it's just like, it makes things quicker, but it is not intuitive at all.
That's because when you go off the edge, it like puts you down a row, right?
I think so. It's weird. But like, if you're trying to do it quickly and you're like, oh yeah, I want to go to slot 3, so that's down and to the right. You go down right and it takes you completely the wrong way. All right, so now that we've got I forgot what key it was, but we can head back to Marvin's office, which means we get to run past that liquor one last time, and hopefully I won't mess up the dodge this time.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the door cutscenes are only skippable on the PC version?
That is correct.
That right? Yes.
Yep.
So that is, definitely a reason why you wouldn't want to play PS1, but...
Yeah, PS1, I think the difference between the two is like a good 20 minutes or so, just from like door cutscenes alone. It's pretty bad. And like, the camera transitions are also instant, whereas on the PS version, it's like, there's a slight pause for each one. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the door skips. You have to wait for a certain frame before you actually skip, so it's about when the door handle turns. I forgot she was there. Okay, this one's a bit of a tricky one, so I've just got to wait for them to shuffle a bit. There we go. Yeah, so if you try to skip the door cutscene too quickly, it actually takes longer than if you just wait for the scene to play out. So yeah, don't get too greedy.
zombie?
Oh no, I'm sorry, Marvin. It's okay. We'll just leave him alone. Oh no, he went fast. Okay, so Marvin has 3 patterns. He can move slow, medium, or fast. He went fast that time. You obviously want him to go slow. But thankfully I haven't taken too much damage from anything else, so that didn't put me in caution. So there are 3 states for your health in this game. There's fine, which is green, caution, which is yellow, and danger, which is red. And your movement speed slows when you go into caution, which is about when you go under half health. So you want to avoid that as much as possible. But there are plenty of healing items scattered throughout the game. So yeah, it's not too much of a problem unless you get like stun locked by a couple of lickers or something, which can happen later on. There is one particular hallway which is pretty dicey.
So here's the second area of the game. This is the garage. We're going to meet our favorite FBI, definitely FBI operative.
FBI, of course.
Ada Wong.
Yeah. Well, in the classic, she's just a reporter.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She just wants the scoop on what's going on.
I believe her.
Yeah, of course. Leon believes her. If Leon believes her, I believe her.
I love their facial animations in this.
Yep. I also
so
love
good.
the text on the side of the truck there.
I'm looking for some
Dale
guy.
911.
He's one of those reporter types. Always looking for
You call 911, you get 911, you get
He
Dale.
was locked up in the cell block.
Good old
Only
Dale.
there's a wrecked
Hello,
car behind
this
the
is Dale.
entrance.
What is your emergency?
I've been trying to find another way inside.
Emergency is spelt with a C-E-Y on the end as well.
So, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
If we work together, we can move this thing.
Yeah, some of the
Give me a
textures in
hand.
these older games can be pretty entertaining.
Yes.
I
But like,
think-
you'd never really notice them on the PS1 version because they're all blurry.
Yeah.
But now that they're, upscaled and everything, it's, yeah, they're clear as day. There is one in the B scenario where, in the final elevator, when you're about to escape, there's a computer terminal. On the PS1 version, all it is just like a green blur. But on the PC version, you can clearly read that it says, 3 men gorilla stance.
Yeah, that's...
Ada, wait!
I remember seeing that during a marathon that I did online. I was like, wait a minute, did that just say that? Did I just
There are
imagine
like
it?
whole video essays written on like the origin of certain textures. There were like some movie posters, like advertisements that were
Let me
absolutely
guess.
not
You must
product
be
placement
Ben,
as well.
right?
Yeah.
Get
I think in
out
RE3
now.
there's like a poster that's just like,
What do
it's
you
clearly
want?
the Burger
I'm
King
trying to sleep here.
logo, but it's Burger Kong.
Yeah.
It's so good. So this is another long
this the
cutscene, so if
guy?
there are any
Ben,
donations, now is a good
you
time.
told the city officials that you knew
I
something.
do not have any
about
new
what's been
donations
going
at the
on,
minute,
didn't you?
unfortunately.
That's all right.
What
I'd
did
like
you
to
tell
remind
them?
the crowd that is here at
And who
PAX
the heck are
Australia that if you do have any physical cash on you, you can donate at the table to your right, my left.
I heard a rumor that he's here in the
I would
city.
also like to make mention that
I don't know
we
anything.
are
And
raising
even if I
money
did,
for Game
why would I
on
wanna
Cancer,
tell you?
a charity which funds early career cancer
Okay,
researchers
I
who
say
are
we
working
leave him
on
in there.
all
Does
areas
anyone
of
know where
cancer
they put the key
research.
to this cell?
If you would like to donate,
I have
obviously
it
you can
right here,
donate
officer.
physically if you are here in the crowd,
not about to
or
leave
you
the
can
cell.
donate at
Those zombies aren't the only
donate.ausspeedruns.com.
things
That
crawling
is
around.
donate.ausspeedruns.com.
What was that?
All right. So we've just met
Like I
Ben,
said,
who is another
I'm
reporter
not
that
leaving
Ada
this
was trying to get a hold of to get
Get out of here.
get some
before you
information
lead it
about
right
Umbrella.
to me. Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only
And
cop left alive.
yeah,
in
he
this
does want to cooperate, so we're just going to leave him in
What?
his cell for a bit.
Look, if you want to live, then you're going to have to leave with me. But
And Leon is way too aggressive at the start. As soon as he meets Ben, he's just like, "Ugh,
Inside the kennel is a man.
oh, what is this guy
Go
doing?
through and
Ugh."
it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
Bye, Ada.
Bye-bye. All right, so we're about to leave the police station just temporarily. Just take a little bit of a dip into the sewer. I will warn, if anybody is arachnophobic, do look away for a second. 'Cause there are big spiders in a second. Oh, no.
The inventory strikes again.
Yes, indeed. I'm going to blame the keyboard because this is not my keyboard. All right, So, oh, here we go. Oh god, where is he? What is he doing? Okay. That second spider, if I can't see him, it scares the hell out of me because he could be doing anything. And if they poison you, it automatically puts you into the caution state, which is where you start running slow, which you don't want. And you have to cure yourself with a blue herb, which there's not really too many of them
Yeah, they don't
at this
come
point.
easily.
Yeah. All right, so now we are going to play as Ada for a little bit. So in RE2 Remake, you got this whole section where she's like running through the sewer and she's got this magic tool that like can turn circuit boards on and off.
That's how hacking works.
Yeah, of course. She's an FBI agent. That's what they all have. But in this one, we're just going to push some
You
boxes.
think we get upstairs through this shaft?
That's all
Give
she
me a
gets
boost.
to do.
I'll go
Groundbreaking
and
stuff.
check.
Absolutely. And I think this is the point where Leon actually falls in love with her. Because later on, he's known her for about 20 minutes. And he's like, no, I know her. She would never betray me.
I didn't think of that. Leon is just an anime protagonist.
Pretty much. I do like how they characterized him in the remake, though. It's, yeah. And the change from RE2 to RE4 as well.
Oh, it's so good.
Yep. All right, so push box number 1. Don't have to push it all the way, thankfully. Just enough so that when I flip the switch in a second, they will just sort of magically float into place. And this will get us the club key, which I can then use. I can't remember what I need to get with it, but I think it's like the last part of the station where I get the last plug, which I need 4 of. I've used 2 of them already, but you need 4 plugs to exit the police station entirely. So we got the club key, and now we're going to get the other 2 plugs. There is actually a 4-plug route where you don't use the first 2 plugs right away. I've never seen anybody do it. I just know it
Leon,
exists.
can you
I don't
hear
know
me?
if it's... I'm pretty sure there's a reason nobody uses that route.
Find anything?
But basically,
Right
because you
here.
have such a limited inventory space, you sort of want to get rid of them as soon as possible so you can pick up more stuff. But I think the
Hey,
4-plug
I can't
route
reach the
involves
ventilation
using the
board.
item box.
I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll
But
catch up
yeah,
with
we
you later.
we don't want to mess with that.
What? Ada, wait!
And those playing at home, play a little game. Count how many times Leon says Ada wait. It's a lot.
Another thing to mention is that, oh, yep, there we go.
Yep.
Because the camera angle, they're all set. You don't get to actually modify the camera angle by
That's
yourself
right.
as a player. So manipulating enemies, especially when they're off screen, as you said before, they can be really tricky.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of, there's going to be a liquor coming up here, which you cannot see because of the camera angle. So I have to like sort of do a very specific line here. Turn at the corner. Turn too early. Yeah, so he's like just off screen.
Oh, he's coming.
Oh, he's coming. So you gotta like run straight towards him and then do like just a sharp turn like right before him. But he could be slightly further back or he could be right up to the camera. So you don't know where he is basically. So that's the camera angle striking. And coming up, I'm not gonna do the YOLO dodge. I tried it last ASM and I got demolished. So I'm just gonna do the safe strat here. It's a big horde of zombies. And there is a strat that just involves you running right in the middle of them, but it is incredibly risky. Because if you get bitten by one, chances are if you're surrounded, you're going to get stun locked into oblivion. So we just run forward a little bit, wait for them to group up, and then just run around them. And here's another dicey bit. There we go. Yeah, the red hallway is infamous for ruining runs there because they're so tightly packed together and there's not much room to move at all. Oh, so we grab the 3rd plug and okay, I Oh no, I'm in caution. I should have grabbed that first aid spray while it was there. But...
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. So, yeah. So we have to run back through that hallway, which is going to be... I think I can do it. I can do it. I just got to be careful.
Got to be cautious.
Yes. So that puzzle is basically, you got to check the painting here. It'll tell you the answer, but we don't do that because it's the same answer every time. Okay, so behave. Thank you. Oh, he went for it. Ooh, okay. Please. Okay. Okay, they're fine.
Gives you a little wave.
Yeah, hang on, how much inventory space? I don't have space to pick up the herb here, so Leon's just going to be limping for a little while. Because I think the next heal I'm going to get is in the sewer, basically.
After the plug drop-off, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Should be fine.
Yeah. Just as long as I don't get hit by this licker up here. Licker, no licking. Oh, he went for it. I said no licking, sir.
Yeah, and like another thing is that these games are, even though the more modern ones are designed as like survival horror games, this and the older games are absolutely not survival horror. This is more of a point-and-click dodge game.
Yep.
You do not have enough bullets to kill every zombie. Every single zombie is a bullet sponge. They will tank all of your bullets like it is nothing. So, I mean, yeah, this game is scary, but the difficulty is definitely more in the please get out of my way than it is I need to hit my shots.
Yeah, I remember learning that the hard way, getting like close to the end and just having no ammo left. I was like, oh, I cannot kill the final boss. When was the last save? Oh, I only had one save file for the whole game, so now I have to restart all over again. I think I had that problem with Code Veronica the most. Got halfway through and it's just like, nah, I just cannot progress.
We'll just wait for the fan remake that is definitely coming out.
Of course. Okay, we equip the Magnum here and then use the cog. And we're coming up to the first boss fight. Oh, no, not yet. We got to go back and meet Ben first. Who is totally fine. Nothing's going to happen to him. So we take a shortcut down back to the prison cells.
Get away!
And oh no.
Whoa. He's just sleeping.
Yeah, he's just sleeping. That's fine.
Any time for some donations?
Yes, now is actually a perfect time.
Too easy. Donations have been rolling in here.
Ooh.
I have a singular dollar donation from the crowd going towards Janitor Outfit. We also have $9.11 from Caboose for Dale.
Still hear me?
Dale.
Come on, answer.
And we have a $100 donation from Devo. How many ways can Leon say 808? 3, 1, 808. 2, 8, AW8. 3, 8, I can't say that. Mango, get among it.
Thank you, Devo.
Any more donations that I can read out?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Okay, $5 from Synthomancer. Good luck for the run, Mango. Also, E.
Thank you, mate.
$20 from Umbrella Jill. Birkin, no Birkin. Let's go, Mango.
Oh, thank you.
We have $10 from Christina Caller. I've missed Mango streams. Entertaining as always. And for a great cause too. Birkin, no Birkin. And then we have a $20 donation from Berry Bean Pie. No comment. By the way, we are less than $200 from hitting at $10,000.
Oh, nice.
Can we make it before the end of the night?
I think we can. I think we can.
Yeah.
We now have access.
Thank
to
you,
the back
everybody.
of the parking
Much
lot.
appreciate the support.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
Leon's radio technique is pretty interesting. He basically just shoves it into his face. All right, so now we're coming up to the first boss fight. Ooh, this spider bit's going to be pretty dicey, on caution. If I get poisoned, there is a blue herb in the next room, so it'll be fine. Please. Please behave. Oh, he went for it.
Nice.
It got blocked by the corner. That was close. All right, so here comes the first boss fight, which basically involves just hitting it 6 times with the Magnum. The Magnum is our boss killer in this game. So that embryo that just came out of Ben before has now grown up. They grow up so fast. So I've got to get into a specific position here so that I'm not too close, but close enough so that I do full damage with the Magnum. Because there is damage fall off with at range. And also got to hope these guys don't bite me. Oh, come on, get through the door. He's on my butt? Nah, all good. Okay, so that was pretty okay. One thing I didn't explain as well was quick shooting. So the first 3 RE games have this trick called quick shooting, which is it's a glitch where if you aim, hold down the action button to fire, let go of aim, and then hit aim again at exactly the right frame in the animation, you will fire again immediately. So it basically means you end up like shooting twice as fast.
As an officer, it's my job to look out
Like,
for you.
ideally, you want to be able to just like if you have a good sense of rhythm, you can just like hit it at just the right frame every time. But if you're on a keyboard, it's easy to just mash the key. And I forgot that cutscene ended there. Oh god. Whoops. Okay. That one catches me by surprise because I think it's going to be a long discussion, but it just ends. So we're losing quite a bit of time in this section here because I'm in caution. I think you run like 20% slower in this state, so it all adds up. And the next heal I'm going to get is quite a ways away, actually. But it's a free heal from Ada because she patches me up after this happens. Yep.
Leon.
Takes a bullet for...
I have to talk to her.
I forgot her name, Ada. All right, so we quickly unequip the gun there because it's going to make this next cutscene a little bit quicker. So we've just met Annette, who is William Birkin's wife. Birkin was the one responsible for creating the zombie virus, and he's also the one that encountered Ben just before. What was that?
Hanging out in the sewers.
Indeed. So this one is a very long cutscene. One of the things I don't like about this run, you can't skip the cutscenes. RE 3 you can, but not this
Skip
one.
the doors,
So,
not the cutscenes.
so if there are any more donations, now is another good time.
We do have one donation. $15 from Rad Shaz. Mango, the American business environment has fundamentally changed following the insider trading and savings and loan scandals. Explain business ethics and how they're applied today. And we also have a $20 donation from Mr. Chan. I hope Dale is okay in that call center on his own. And by the way, we are less than $100 off.
Yes. Let's go.
Can
Let's
we
get
make it to 10,000?
We can do it.
Come on, we can
Come
do
on.
it.
Do it for Dale.
It's capable of creating the ultimate.
Dale believes in you. And so do I.
Potential is even greater.
Yeah, so this is a very long cutscene here. And it's basically doing the whole villain, I'm going to tell you everything that's going on when I could just shoot you right now and just avoid the whole thing.
I do like how Leon took a bullet for Ada and she's like, I need to go talk to her.
Yeah, basically just
I need to go
leaves you.
tell her off.
Yeah. Also really like the how they expanded on Annette in the remake as well. Made her a bit slightly less of just a stereotypical villain.
Yeah. No, she has a lot of character in the remake.
Yeah.
But here she's just
Even worse.
B-movie villain, but that's all of Resident Evil anyways, so
Yeah, pretty much.
The ability to implant
pretty on par.
Yeah.
into other creatures and create offspring. No.
All right, who's going to win? Taking bets. Who's it going to be? The slap.
That was powerful.
That was pretty powerful.
Too bad.
Too bad. Unequipping the gun just before that cutscene, when Annette fired that shot, if she's holding the gun, it will shoot it out of her hand. And then she spends like a few seconds picking it up after that cutscene, so that's why we do that.
Can I interrupt here?
Yes, you can.
We have hit $10,000!
Yes! Dale is proud of you all. Thank you all. It's for a good cause. All right, so now Leon's just woken up. Yeah, just more running through the sewers. So there's a waterfall just up here that is blocking Leon's path. He could just walk right through it, considering he's already like wading through sewer water, but he does not want to get his hair wet. That is a big no-no for him.
First day on the job, he has to look good.
Exactly, yeah. But getting like septic water in your freshly shot wound, that's perfectly fine. Can't get the hair wet though. Alright, so we've got to make sure to remember to send the bridge back up. The number of times I've forgotten and had to backtrack all the way back here after I realized I forgot. I could pick up those herbs there, but there's no point because I'm about to get a free heal in a second. So coming up to another boss fight. One thing I was disappointed about this ASM was there was no croc block. But thankfully, he's here. There he is. He's back. He ate all the gobbos and he's grown quite a bit. And he's angry.
They do grow up so fast.
They really do. But we're going to do a trick here called Quick Croc. So I'm supposed to release this canister, but I've got to do it at exactly the right time, just to save a few seconds. 2, 3. So what that does is, I forgot to equip the pistol for that. I just wasted a magnum shot, but that's fine. There's plenty of magnum ammo there. Okay. So what I did there was, if you don't release the canister, the gator charges at you. But if you do release the canister, he slowly walks towards it. But if you release the canister at just the right crossover point, he goes into his charge animation as if you didn't release it and picks it up anyway. So it's like another little trick to save a few seconds. But if you mess it up, you are dead because you don't have enough ammo to kill the croc. So it is rip chili dip if you mess that up.
Yeah, that's Resident Evil speedrunners.
Indeed.
There's a trick in Resident Evil 4 where you basically just greet it as long as you can. Saves, I think, 2 seconds and loses about 35.
Let's just get
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's something like that. It's a like quick time event.
Which one's that?
Tree skip.
I don't know what that is. I'll have to look that up. I'm not familiar with the RE4 run, but I should be.
She got stuck.
She did indeed. So this section here is why I'm not a fan of Ada, because she can actually soft lock you in this next bit coming up. If she just stands in exactly the wrong spot, you just get blocked and she won't move. She just looks in the other direction and just ignores your pleas for help. Hopefully she behaves. She has done it at one of my runs at ASM before, which was not fun. So now we're collecting the 2 medallions that we need to shut off that waterfall that Leon was afraid of. All right, so Ada, please. Don't block me. Ada. Had me going for a second there, Ada. You want to embarrass me in front of all these people. All right, so the spiders are gone now, thankfully, replaced by zombies. Oh wait, no, these ones are still there. And here's 1 medallion. Oh, 2 medallion. Now, it's not out of spite, but you do want Ada to get poisoned here, and there is a reason for it. Later on, she can block you in this like narrow hallway where if a zombie tries to bite you, and she Oh, okay. Not responding?
Give it a sec.
I've never had a crash in this game before.
Uh-oh. Do we have a backup save?
We have safety saves. It's all good.
Okay.
I just got to remember which one is closest to this area. Yeah, that is... I'm going to have to reset this.
Whoopsie.
Sorry, guys.
This has never happened before.
Literally never happened before. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to reopen this. Sorry, guys.
Task manager?
I have to...
I think we're gonna have to...
Oh, no, we're back. All good.
Yay!
Thank you, Resident Evil.
Thank you, Resident Evil. I'm going to blame Ada for that one, just cause.
Any time for donations?
Yes, we do.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. I'll just keep reading them off until you're ready for me to shut the hell up.
No, go for it.
Okay, we're ready to go. $10 from Anonymous. Ada is my best ultimate Resident Evil crush. God damn! $5 from Lord Spankworthy. Please, this is a Wendy's. $29.11 from Caboose. For Dale! $20 from Catako. Cat. Good to see you running again, Mango. This is your return, right?
Yeah, sure.
And then we had our donation that took us over our 10,000. $100 from Arcus Armus. I think that's how I pronounce it. Arcus Armus. Thank you. We had $10 from Mum and Dad. When are we raiding Craig Beast Queen Fez? And then we had a $10 anonymous donation. $10,000! GG, everyone! Can we get an Owen Wilson wow from the crowd to celebrate?
Wow. Okay. So that went pretty well. So that first zombie that bit me, that was deliberate. Not just like trying to cover myself. So it's faster to just take that bite and shove him off because you've got full health at that point, you might as well. But Ada can shoot the zombie while he's biting you, and then it will reset him, so he'll just bite you again immediately. But if she gets poisoned by those spiders back there, she runs slower, so it's much more likely that she's not there to shoot it at that point. So that's why you want her to get poisoned. It's not just because it's not out of spider or anything.
Conclusion, she's very helpful.
Indeed. Whoop. Okay.
Okay. Made up for the Magnum ammo?
Indeed.
Cool.
All right. So I may actually have to pick up an extra clip, but it's fine. It's like only 1 second time loss, really.
Honk.
Honk, indeed. All right. So we are coming up to Birkin.
Oh, she's dead.
Ada.
She's fine. She's just sleeping.
Come on.
She's still
snap
breathing,
out of
see?
it.
So the strat for this, first of all, you have to say the magic words, which is Birkin, no Birking, and that will give you good luck for this run. So,
Here he is.
yeah. Yeah, look at him. He's just a nice boy. He just wants a hug.
Look at that neck.
Yeah. So again, we got the Magnum. We're going to try a quick shooting as much as possible. So we've got to fire 4 shots and then dodge an attack and then fire 4 more shots. Oh, I missed a shot. Oh no, that's bad. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to brute force it here. Oh, okay. Manually reload. I'm not in danger yet. Okay. Now I'm in danger, but 1 more shot. Oh, that was dicey. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. That's why I picked up the safety fast there.
The gun is mightier than the claw.
Indeed. The Magnum, of course, is probably my favorite weapon in Resident Evil. Like, in the later games, the Magnum isn't as useful, but in the classics, it's just like...
It just feels good.
It does. I think the Magnum and the upgraded shotgun in this one are my 2 favorites. The upgraded shotgun just has that...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that feedback. All right, so we've made it to the final section of the game, which is the labs.
Labs, yeah.
Yep. And we're about to hear Ada's theme, which, if anybody's played Separate Ways RE4 Remake, this is like they did a remix of this for the Ada save room. Sounds so good.
Hey,
Actually, I haven't played Separate Ways yet. I'm
Inside
very
are
excited.
relatively
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty good.
I'll go
I
find
haven't played it
something to
myself, but I
treat
watched
that wound.
Devo
You
play it,
can
and
rest here
it's
in the
yeah,
meantime.
it's pretty
Lovely
decent.
demo.
One boss
Oh,
looks
slow
pretty
down.
infuriating, but yeah, they did a pretty good job.
I told
And
you,
now
it's my
is
job
another
to
good
look
time
after
for donations, if there are any.
Cool, I have a couple donations. We have $100 from Six Tails TTV with no comment. Thank you. And then we also had $10 from Mox, also no comment. Please also, I'd like to remind you, we do have some incentives.
Caring about anyone.
We have a Sonic Origins Plus co-op partner. Lacey Stripes is sitting at the front, but Stan is sitting behind. If you want to see Stan, if I can say the words correct, Stan or Kenora, one of these people will play Tails. They will all have 0 experience with the game. We also have Pokemon Sword and Shield, name the main. Zuma, 70%, Pikachu 61, or $70, or Pikachu $61, and Pronto $50. That's a given name to the main Pokemon that will be used for the majority of the run. It is a 12-character limit, however.
I did actually ask what that Pokemon is, but Worcester told me that it's random.
Oh,
So that's pretty cool, actually.
that is. All right, so we're going to get the fuse here, which will allow us to, like, restoring power is like one of the things you just do in Resident Evil games. You get to a place, there's no power, you restore the power, and then you can do it. It's just an annoying extra step, but it's fine. So we've got to get the fuse. Had to re-equip the Magnum there. So enemies can sort of behave differently depending on if you have a gun equipped or not. Particularly the lickers coming up. And you want them to behave in a very specific way. So having the gun equipped... I don't know what's going on with the keyboard there. Yeah, having the gun equipped makes them more aggressive, which you'd think is a bad thing, but you want them to be. And I will explain when we get there. It's going to be a bit of that sound manipulation that I was talking about before. Stutter stepping in a very specific way. So we've got the Ivies there, just run past them. They're pretty easy. But you take a lot of damage if you run straight into them. Okay, so these lickers. You want to run, stop here, and then run again. And hopefully, there we go. So,
Nice.
yeah, so running that first little bit gets that third one like sort of on high alert, and then when you stop, it sits up on its hind legs. It was like, oh, what happened? Why did I not hear anything now? And then when they're on their hind legs, they're more likely to do that jumping attack, which can do a lot of damage, but it is pretty easy to dodge if you know which way he's going. So that's what you want him to do. However, the run back is going to be incredibly dicey. Grab this key and backtracking again. And hopefully, yeah, all mates just having a good time in the corner there.
Hanging out.
Indeed. So, yeah, this run back, it's pretty RNG dependent, but we have to do the stutter stepping pattern, which is walk one step, run one step, walk another step, and then bolt. So walk, run. Nah. Oh, okay. Okay, 2 hits. Not great, but not the worst. The worst is when you get stun locked by one of them and then the other does the leaping, chopping attack, which can just end you.
Not to mention that is just the same in the remake. Like, they can also just stun lock you and kill you in the remake.
Pretty much. All right, so we backtrack to this little lab section here, which we need the Mo disc in order to exit the lab. So we're just going to go in here, fire one shot, shoot this guy right in front of us. Oh, I need to use that. Which is fine, it means we're just at full health for this next bit. And please let me through. Oh, Leon, pick it up. Damn.
Oh.
Hey, okay, two bites is fine. And I don't have enough inventory space to pick up that fast, so all I have to do is just not take any more damage. It'll be fine. Yeah, so Annette's back again. She's angry. She's going to do a whole lot of talking, so again, that was another good time for any donations if there are any.
I do not have any new donations, unfortunately.
That's fine.
I better take a moment to let people know of who we're fundraising for. We are fundraising for Game on Cancer, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working on all areas across cancer research. If you would like to donate, you can go to your right at the donation table if you are in the crowd. Otherwise, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. That is donate.ausspeedruns.com. Please also make sure if you were to put in any incentives that we have coming up, please make sure to put it in the comments so that we can keep a track of it.
I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
There it is.
Hell yeah.
You don't want to believe it, I don't.
So Annette has basically just revealed that Ada is a spy. And Leon is like, no, she would never do that. I know her. I've known her for 20 minutes. And Annette just happens to be standing under the one spot where there's a collapse in the roof. And yeah, she's totally dead. She's not going to come back.
Loud metal pipe falling sound effect.
Clank.
Self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat.
And because it's Resident Evil, there's always a self-destruct sequence.
This sequence may not be aborted.
I think this music's probably like one of my favorites in the series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At the bottom platform.
Like, as clunky as the old games are, like, the music is genuinely really good and very intense sometimes.
Yeah, very atmospheric. But we hear it for about 10 seconds before another cutscene.
I've been waiting for you, Leon.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
You know what this is about. So just
She's holding it sideways, so she
hand
means
over the
business this time.
I don't.
That's a kill shot. That's a kill shot.
Annette was right about everything.
That's why I told you to leave without me, but you wouldn't listen. Now hand it over. Don't make me shoot you.
You can't do that.
I guess you can't.
Oh no. No.
Ada! Ada!
She goes from, like, not even halfway across to completely falling
just
down.
leaps over.
Leon,
I must die in the most dramatic way possible.
over. Just let me go.
Shut up. You're gonna make it.
It's too late, Leon. Both know it.
No.
I like how the
I
hands don't
promised you that
actually
we would
line up.
escape. You just have to help me out.
He's holding her with telekinetic force.
I really wanted to escape with you, Leon.
So
Escape
sad.
everything. Goodbye.
Ada!
And then we never saw Ada again.
Ever.
Ever. I'd like to point out Leon's ankles here as well. that is painful. Come on, Leon. You're a big boy. You can handle this.
So, this.
He's holding the grape soda.
The grape soda, yep. And he just chucks it and possibly causes another outbreak.
Well,
Look, Leon's gonna Leon. Can't stop him.
I do like how in the remake the IVs actually do sound scary, but in this game they just sound like Pikmin.
Yeah.
They're just little guys.
Yeah. All right, so this room, thankfully there's no more lickers, but then there are now super zombies. But they are pretty easy to run past, thankfully. But they do deal a lot of damage if you're not careful. But we made it past. And we are coming up to the final boss fight, which is Birkin once again. So what do we say? Birkin no Birking. And hopefully he's not going to burn.
Until detonation.
So the strat for this boss involves a little bit of manipulation to sort of glitch him out, where we can just like wail on him with the magnum until he's dead without any danger. But the setup is a little bit tricky. It's very specific, so I have to count my steps perfectly. So 2, 3, 4. And hopefully because of where I'm standing, he's going to jump up onto the vats there. And then if I stand in a specific spot, he's going to try to jump down on me, but can't because I'm too close. And then he'll just get stuck in an infinite loop. So I can just keep shooting him. But first, reload the magnum, stand right about here. Jump 1. Yeah, so he's stuck. So we just shoot him until he's dead. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was a strat found by Jika-chan, who is one of the OG runners who found a lot of strats for this game, like this one and the quick croc trick, and a lot of others. So yeah, a big thanks to him for leading the way with the speedruns. So time is going to come up in not too long. So time is right now. All right, that's RE2. So let's just have a quick squiz at the final time. That's
55:27.
55:27. We'll see what the in-game time is. 51:16. Not bad. Yeah, I'll take it.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, that was RE2. Stick around because Shiryu is about to do RE3. So yeah, it's a good time. So thank you, everybody. Thank you all for the donations, and AusSpeedruns for bringing me back once again. And don't mind those save files. Those were my safety saves. I had a little bit of fun with the naming there. All right. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Mango, for the Resident Evil 2 run. Just a few donations that we had through the last parts of that run. $4.90 from the crowd. No comment on that one. We had $20 from Fantastic Mr. Drop Bear. No comment. And then we also had $10 from Casey Jazz Music. Hashtag get Leon new ankles. I would also like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Elgato. Elgato is on board to support Game On Cancer Initiative. Elgato are a world-leading provider of audiovisual technology for content creators that make premium webcams, microphones, Stream Deck controllers, capture cards, and so much more. We also have some prizes that you can win for donating during this event for people within Australia. These prizes include Elgato Stream PAX, which consists of Elgato Stream Deck Mark II and a Wave 3 microphone. We are also giving away plenty of games, including 3 physical copies of Sonic Origins Plus, provided by 5-Star Games, 5 digital copies of Heavenly Bodies by 2-Part Interactive, and 3 digital copies of Speaking Simulator by Affable Games. To enter into the pool of all these prizes, a minimum donation of $100 is required. But even as little as $5 could see you winning one of these games. For more information and full terms and conditions, please make sure you visit prizes.ausspeedruns.com. That is prizes.ausspeedruns.com. And we'd like to thank Elgato, 5-Star Games, 2-Part Interactive, and Affable Games for providing these wonderful prizes. I should also make mention for anyone who is just joining us, either on stream or in the crowd, that we did make $10,000 during that last run. Yes! And for anyone who is interested in the incentive for this run, we did make the incentive of $200 Nemesis plus arrange. Nemesis percent arrange. Nemesis has more health and zombies hit harder. We are donating for Game On Cancer, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research. If you'd like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. That is donate.ausspeedruns.com. We do have some incentives coming up as well. We have Sonic Origins Plus co-op partner. One of these people will play Tails. They all have 0 experience with the game. Lacy Stripes is currently sitting in front, but Stan is sitting just behind of $128. So if you want to see Stan or Kenara running with them, please sure to donate to get them up. Please make sure you get your comment in the donation as well so that we can keep a track. We just had a $30 donation from that bloke over there for the Control Incentive Golden Suit. Just a quick heads up, we are still setting up for the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis run.
ce serait bien Greg qui... Ouais, c'est le jeu. Alors c'est parti pour Lotus Challenge 2003.
We had a $5 donations from Lil Bro. The Materia Milkmen are against cancer. Righto, I've just got the thumbs up that we are ready to go. So, Shuru, take it away.
Okay, let's go.